Yesterday, I encouraged people to get involved with politics and run for office. So I wanted to elaborate a little bit further on that. And also, we spoke about term limits, and I wanted to speak a little bit more about that too and why it's a good thing. First and foremost, did you know that there is no prerequisite constitutionally, statutorily? There is no prerequisite that says that a person running for the office of the president or as a senator or House representative has to have prior congressional or political experience. Don't need it. In fact, it was the design of the framers that the average man, like a farmer, come into Congress or run for president. A, because he knew what it was really like living and working in America. And B, he was connected to the people of America more closely and knew what kind of things that we needed and how best to give them to the people. Not billionaires who, by their very nature, are highly disconnected. How many billionaires do you know that send their kids to public school? Did you think Donald Trump went to public school? Of course he didn't. And Leonard Leo is another example whose children go to a very, very, very expensive Christian school. If you don't know who Leonard Leo is the head of the Federalist Foundation, the Federalist Society. He's the guy in charge of that. He's also the guy that installed the or handpicked for Donald Trump the conservative judges that sit on the Supreme Court today. Let's talk about term limits. Think about this. I said yesterday that the term limit on a president, which is already established by Congress, is 2 terms. 2 terms. It doesn't say consecutive. It says 2 terms in total. 2 terms. With that being said, and we're talking about the presidential term limits here. With that being said, it should also be that a candidate can be no more than 65 years of age. 65. Now, there is a minimum. And if memory serves, that minimum, I believe, is 35. It could be 25. I'd have to check for you. But since you have a minimum, you should have a maximum age to run for president. This way, if you cap the age to run at 65, let's say the person is elected, they turn 66 in office. 70 years old, they got a term in, they're out. No man, because of their health limitations, or woman for that matter, should be in political office after the age of 70. Which brings us again back to term limits. The Congress should have a 12-year maximum limit. The Senate should have a 12-year maximum limit. Why did we pick the number 12? Simply put, your House of Representatives holds elections every 2 years. Your Senate has elections every 6 years. 2 terms in the Senate, 6 terms in the House of Representatives. That's sufficient. With an age limit, a maximum of 70. As well, the Supreme Court. They should have an 18-year term limit. So that means somebody that comes to the court at the age of 39, 18 years, 49, they're out at 58. If they come in later than that, let's say that they come in at the age of 49, maximum 70. There's a reason for that. First of all, we all get old, we all get ill, and we're not in our full facilities past the age of 70, and also gives our people a chance to get fresh blood in there. Think about that.